Walt Disney World has many amazing restaurants. And if you love food like me, it could be a very important aspect of your Disney vacation. Now today, I'm going to give you the top 10 best table service restaurants at Walt Disney World. Now this list is my personal opinion, and it is based off of my experiences in these restaurants. Number 10, I have Tepanedo in the Japan Pavilion at Epcot. This is a great restaurant to go get some great food and have a nice little dinner show to go with it. Here in Tepanedo, you are sat down at a hibachi grill and the chef prepares the food right in front of you. Now the chefs are very talented, they're very good, and they're entertaining to watch prepare the food. Number 9, I have Coral Reef at the Seas Pavilion in Epcot. The food is amazing and the atmosphere is beautiful. Being able to eat right next to the second largest indoor aquarium in the United States definitely adds to your experience. Enjoying your food and being able to see fish, sharks, and things pass by the window is truly a unique and amazing experience. And number 8, I have Chefs de France in the France Pavilion at Epcot. Now Chefs de France has kind of become a family tradition for me and my family in Christmas Eve. For the past 3 years, we've gone to eat our Christmas Eve dinner at Chefs de France, and we already have reservations to go again this year. The food is great and well prepared, and it is a good place to get some authentic French cuisine. Now one thing to keep in mind about Chefs de France, and actually the only problem that I have with the restaurant, is that it's very crammed in there. The tables are very close together and there are a lot of tables throughout the entire restaurant, making it very difficult to move around. Honestly, I have no idea how the servers are able to move through the tables in order to deliver the food. But besides that, Chefs de France is a great restaurant to eat at. And number 7, I have Ohana at the Polynesian Resort. Now, if you would have asked me a couple months ago, Ohana would have been in my top 5, maybe even in my top 3. But my past experience this April really brought it down on my list. And I just want to let you guys know that has been the worst dining experience I've ever had at Ohana. One of the worst I've ever had here at Disney World. It was bad. Food was cold, it was missing flavor, it was a bad dining experience. The service was not that good either. I mean, my favorite dessert, the Ohana bread pudding, I didn't like it either. It was cold, it was missing flavor. And I really hope that bad experience that I had in April was just a bad day at Ohana, because it is one of my favorite restaurants. The food is great. I love the appetizers. My personal favorites are the dumplings and the noodles. Now the skewers that they bring you are really good. I really like the chicken and the shrimp. Now the steak, it's not bad, but it's not great either. But in my opinion, the highlight of the food is the dessert. The Ohana bread pudding is to die for, and I highly recommend everyone try it. Now really, the only bad thing that there is about Ohana that I've had consistent problems with is the service. I've had service before that came with a ton of food like the first 20 minutes and then disappeared for the rest of the dinner. But besides that, Ohana is a good restaurant. I just really hope that you don't have that bad experience that I did in April. At number 6, I have Turf Club at Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. Now Turf Club is a hidden gem in terms of dining at Walt Disney World. I love the restaurant, it serves great food, I love the atmosphere, but not many people know about it. Now Turf Club is kind of tucked away in a little corner in Saratoga Springs, and it could be very easy to miss. But in my opinion, it is an amazing restaurant and one of the best at Walt Disney World. If you're looking for a great steak at a beautiful restaurant, I highly recommend Turf Club. Number 5, I have Tutto Italia in the Italy Pavilion at Epcot. Now there's some debate as to which restaurant serves the best Italian food at Walt Disney World. In my opinion, Tutto Italia takes the top spot. Everything that I have had in Tutto Italia has been amazing. Well, last time that I went, I had the chicken parmesan. I have to say it's the best chicken parmesan I've ever had in my life. And it came with a side of spaghetti, which also became the best spaghetti I've ever had in my life. And to finish off my dinner at Tutto Italia, I had the tiramisu, which ended up becoming the best tiramisu that I ever had as well. So if you're looking for some amazing Italian food, I highly suggest Tutto Italia. At number 4, I have Garden Grill at the Land Pavilion in Epcot. Garden Grill is an all-you-can-eat character dining location found in the Land Pavilion at Epcot. And in my opinion, it is the best character dining there is at Walt Disney World. I love everything there is about Garden Grill. The food is outstanding, especially the macaroni and cheese. If you've been to Garden Grill, you know what I'm talking about. I love the atmosphere, I love the decorations, I love being able to overlook some of the scenes from Living with the Land. I love the characters that come and interact with you, they're very funny and they're great. It's an overall amazing restaurant, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. So at number 3, I have Cape May Cafe at the Beach Club Resort. Cape May Cafe is an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet and has some of the best seafood I've ever had in my life. Everything about the buffet is amazing. The crab legs, clams, mussels, salmon, calamari, absolutely everything that there is that I have tried is amazing, and I highly recommend it. If you love seafood, then you have to head out to Cape May Cafe. At number 2, I have Boma at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Jambo House. Boma is an African-inspired all-you-can-eat buffet and has some of the best food that you'll ever have at Walt Disney World. I love everything about the Boma buffet, especially the soups. My favorite soup is the chicken corn chowder. And Boma has some of my favorite desserts of any Disney World restaurant, especially the zebra domes. But not only is the food great, the atmosphere is outstanding as well. I love the African decorations that can be found throughout the restaurant, and the rustic touch is always a plus in my opinion. And last, but certainly not least, at number 1, I have Sanaa at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village. Boma was number 1 on my list for many years, and it only took 3 trips to Sanaa for it to claim the number 1 spot. Everything about Sanaa is outstanding. The food is the best food I've ever had at any Walt Disney World restaurant. The atmosphere is beautiful. Being able to look over the savannah while you're enjoying your meal is a special and unique experience. And the service is some of the best service you will ever get in your life. Sanaa is an Indian and African inspired restaurant, and the food is delicious. The last couple of times that I have gotten the pochi inspired entree dish. And the butter chicken is the best thing I've ever had at any Walt Disney World restaurant. The seafood curry and the braised beef is amazing as well. And the best way to start off any meal at any Walt Disney World restaurant is with the Indian-inspired bread service that you could have at Sanaa. The bread service consists of 5 different styles of naan bread and 9 sauces that accompany it. And everything about the bread service is outstanding. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my list and which restaurants make it to your top 10. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I upload new videos every Wednesday. Thank you for being part of the Disney family, and see you real soon.